Hello beautiful people, Scorpio season is here. So in this video, I'm gonna go over all you need to know and what you can expect from the next 4 weeks of Scorpio season when it comes to love and your life overall. You can watch this video from the perspective of your sun sign and rising sign. If you wanna know why that is, I put a brief explanation in the description, so check that out. And all I ask in return is that you show a little bit of love by hitting that like button. It's really easy, it's free, and it doesn't take a lot of energy. Just a little tap, baby tap. So no more wasting time. Here is what you can expect during the 4 weeks of Scorpio season when it comes to love and your life overall. Let's go. Now, Scorpio season begins on October 23rd when the sun enters Scorpio at 12:51 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it will stay in Scorpio until it shifts into Sagittarius on November 21st at 9:34 p.m. Now, here's the best way to make the most of this Scorpio energy. Scorpio is a fixed energy, so this 4-week period of Scorpio season is best used for staying the course and consistency, meaning that whatever seeds you planted during Libra season, which was a cardinal energy, whatever seeds you planted during that time are now absorbing the energy that you feed those seeds with. So you can make some major headway during the Scorpio season if you stay focused on taking action that supports your goals. Mercury went direct on October 18th, so we no longer have to worry about that energy causing any issues, which is great. So it's a great setup to really make the Scorpio season a productive and fulfilling one. Venus will be shifting into Capricorn on November 5th, which can bring a nice energetic opening as well. So let's get into what Scorpio season has in store for you in terms of love and your life overall based on your sign. Okay, Aries, so when the sun shifts into Scorpio October 23rd, this will be in your 8th house. So Aries, the time has come. Spiritual transformation. When the sun transits the 8th house, it is an opportunity to overcome any challenges you may have, meaning any habits, addictive behaviors, thought patterns, manipulative friendships, really any issue you know that you want to overcome and get to the other side of. This is the 4-week period to really identify what it is and make a commitment to taking the steps towards self-mastery and overcoming the challenge and leaving it in the past. You'll be feeling a desire for deep change, so embrace it. It's your soul letting you know that it's time to take life to the next level. You Aries out there know that you love a challenge, so this is the time to face things head on with excitement and with the certainty of knowing you will be better for it. Now, the 8th house transit is also great for financial gain, so don't be surprised if in the 4 weeks of Scorpio season you find yourself with a nice financial upgrade of some sort. This is also a great time for you to uncover and discover your true talents. If you've been asking yourself, what is it that I'm really good at? Or what is my true path in life? This can be the time that that question is answered. Just stay open, be present, and be ready to receive that answer. Remember that transformation requires intense honesty with yourself. So now is the time to keep it real with yourself and identify who you intend to be moving forward and start putting those pieces of the puzzle into place. Now, when it comes to love, Venus will be shifting into Capricorn on November 5th, which will be in your 10th house. So Aries, if you're already in a relationship, this is a time where you and your significant other may benefit from working on a project together. It's also a time where you'll just receive a great creative boost altogether and where you can have a positive impact at work, especially if you work in the beauty industry. Now, if you're single, this 10th house transit is an energetic opening for someone to come into your life with the potential of a love connection. So that's good news. And this someone more than likely will be older than you. You'll be attracted to them based on the fact that they're very confident in who they are and well established in their life. You more than likely will meet them at work, or the encounter will be connected to your work in one way or another. So overall, Aries, this 4 weeks of Scorpio season is an intense one that promises spiritual transformation, self-mastery, and some major potential when it comes to love. So live it up, love it up, and happy Scorpio season. Okay, Taurus, so Scorpio energy is the polar opposite energy to your Taurus energy. So it's very important to know that for the 4 weeks of Scorpio season, your Taurus energy will be greatly diminished. So if you feel off balance during this time, now you'll know why. For example, if you're a Taurus with Cancer moon and Cancer rising, which is a very cool chart, then for the 4 weeks of Scorpio season, you will be operating much more from your Cancer moon and Cancer rising. So it's very important for you to know your go-to tools that you have that help you calibrate and keep you balanced. This way you can make it through this Scorpio season without any setbacks. Now, when the sun shifts into Scorpio on October 23rd, this will be in your 7th house, Taurus. So although you may be a bit off balance in terms of your sun, moon, and rising combination, this 7th house transit is excellent for love and relationships because the 7th house is the house of romantic partners and other connections in your life. So don't be surprised if you find yourself really desiring your relationship more than you usually do, and that part of your life becoming the focus. This is a great time, Taurus, to look in the mirror and speak to yourself and be really honest with what it is you bring to a relationship. Are you where you want to be in life in terms of the energy that you bring into the room? Are you realistic with yourself in terms of what you want in a relationship? And does it balance with what you bring? This is the 4-week period for you to really gain some clarity and make the necessary transformations when it comes to manifesting love if you're single, or really making positive changes in the relationship that you're already in. So Scorpio season is much more about love for you, Taurus, than any other area of your life. Now, on November 5th, Venus will be shifting into Capricorn, which is an excellent combination for your 7th house sun transit. This is because the Venus transit will be in your 9th house, which promises excitement when it comes to love. And if you're single and manifesting that soulmate that you desire, this 9th house transit could bring someone into your life that is from a different culture than you. If you already have someone in your life that meets this description, then it could just be that relationship deepens on a more romantic level. You could meet this person in a class that you're taking, or if you have a trip planned during Scorpio season, this could be where the two of you connect. And like I said, if you already have someone in your life that you have a bit of a romantic connection with, this is where that relationship could deepen. This Venus transit is urging you and your significant other to spice things up if you're already in a relationship and have some adventures together. This energy also could mean some money coming to the two of you as a couple, meaning related to something that benefits both of you. So overall, Taurus, this Scorpio season is all about love, excitement, adventures of the heart, and clarity when it comes to who you are in relationships and what energy around that part of your life is bringing. So live it up, love it up, and happy Scorpio season, Taurus. Okay, Gemini, when the sun shifts into Scorpio on October 23rd, for you, this will be in your 6th house. So Gemini, this is a time for you to pay attention to 2 very specific areas of your life, your work and your world of health. So when it comes to work, this means that you may find yourself paying far more attention to the details and even being a little harder on yourself if you feel like you're not doing things perfectly or making the sort of impact that you really want to make. So remember that there's truly no such thing as perfection. It's just your job to do the absolute best that you can in each given moment. And if things don't turn out exactly as you intended, don't let that get you down. Ask yourself, what is the lesson in the situation? And then take that lesson and move forward. This is the way to make progress with the 6th house transit, knowing that work is all about progress, Gemini. So stay focused and consistent and do your best without being too hard on yourself. And you will find that this Scorpio season can be a very productive time for you. Now, when it comes to your health, this is the perfect time to check in with yourself and see if you are really taking care of yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually. If you have any bad habits or imbalances in this area of your life, this is the time where the negative results of this can manifest. So if you need to make some changes, make them now before any negative results can manifest. Now, when it comes to love, Venus will be shifting into Capricorn on November 5th, which will be in your 8th house. This brings a very strong energy to meeting someone that has romantic connection potential through some sort of business dealings. So this could mean at work or some other way that relates to business, like a business course or something along those lines. There'll also be an increase in your sexual desires. So if you're already in a relationship, tell your partner to rest up, do some stretches, warm up, because it's about to get popping and very physical. If you're single and wanting to manifest a relationship, it is important for you to focus your energy at this time on commitment. Otherwise, it can be really easy to just attract hookups instead of lasting connections. This 8th house transit is also great for manifesting money. So overall, Geminis, this 4 weeks of Scorpio season is about making some changes and improvements when it comes to health, making some headway with work, having a surge of financial gain, which is great, and is very promising for meeting someone new when it comes to love, and if you're already in a relationship, intensifying your physical and spiritual connection. So this Scorpio season is about to be an exciting one for you Geminis out there. So live it up, love it up, and happy Scorpio season, Geminis. Okay, Cancers, here we go. Scorpio season is here, and when the sun shifts into Scorpio on October 23rd, this will be in your 5th house, which is fantastic energy for you Cancers out there. This is your time to break out and just have a good time. Fun is the theme. Allow yourself the freedom to not take life too seriously. You are a very passionate person with emotional depth, but because of this, you can find yourself taking life far too seriously at times. The Scorpio season is the time of year for you to give yourself a bit of an emotional vacation. Meaning, yes, this 5th house transit is a great time for making major headway when it comes to career and just life overall. But as you make those advancements, remember to enjoy the process. Don't get too caught up in deadlines or being a perfectionist. Just do your best and enjoy life each step of the way. This is kind of random, but make sure to avoid drinking too much, because as a water sign, the 5th house transit can lead to overdoing things in that area. If you're the type of person who doesn't drink, great, you don't have to worry about this. But if you do, have fun, but don't get crazy with it. Remember, balance is always the key in all areas of life. So no matter what transit we're in, you have to remember, stay balanced. Now, when it comes to love, be ready, Cancers, because Venus is transiting into Capricorn, which is in your 7th house. And we know the 7th house is the house of relationships. So love for sure can be the focus during this time if you want it to be. So if you're looking for love, this is a great time to manifest that love that you desire. If you're already in a relationship, this 7th house transit is about to deepen that connection and take the relationship to the next level. If you're in a relationship and you have been having problems lately, this Scorpio season is the perfect time to resolve any issues. So use this as an opportunity to communicate what it is that you want from your partner and give them the opportunity to do the same for you. This 7th house transit also is great for making new connections when it comes to your career. So don't be surprised if you either reconnect with someone or if you make some very important connections during this time, Cancers. So overall, you know that Scorpio energy is a great energy for you, with it transiting through your 5th house and Venus through your 7th house. So be ready for some excitement, for some great career opportunities and advancement, some healing when it comes to certain friendships and family relationships, and some major potential when it comes to love. So live it up and love it up, Cancers. This is about to be a fantastic 4 weeks for you. So happy Scorpio season. Okay, Leos, when the sun shifts into Scorpio on October 23rd, this will be in your 4th house. So it is a nesting time for you Leos out there. The 4th house brings the opportunity to create the best home environment possible for yourself. You may feel the urge to redecorate or move, and the energy is supportive for both of these things. So if you've been wanting to or waiting to do either of those things, then the 4 weeks of Scorpio season could be a great energetic opening for you. This transit also indicates a great time to deal with real estate. So if you've been looking into handling anything related to that area of your life, this is the perfect time to revisit it, and it's the perfect time to get that ball moving and to do so. This is also a time to heal any issues that you may have with certain family members, especially the mother figure in your life. This 4th transit not only relates to your outer home, but it also relates to your inner home, your spiritual home. So this is a great time to do some spiritual work. Healing and restructuring your thought process to be more supportive of your happiness and fulfillment is also in the cards for you during this Scorpio season, Leos. So although you may have some positive movement career-wise, your energy is best spent focused on slowing down a bit and dealing with home matters. This way you'll be ready for action when Sagittarius season comes around, because that's going to be a lot more active for you. Now, when it comes to love, Venus will be shifting into Capricorn on November 5th, which will be in your 6th house, Leos. And this is why earlier I was saying that although the sun is transit your 4th house, which is all about home, this Venus 6th house transit is great for work and bringing some money your way. So expect some positive energy coming your way regarding work and just financially overall. If you're looking for love, the 6th house transit isn't really offering up much in that area. So you can use this energetic opening as more of an opportunity to up your game when it comes to personal health. This way you can be feeling optimistic, healthy, sexy, and confident when the next Venus transit comes around, which will be in Aquarius, which is a much better energy for you when it comes to attracting romance, because it's going to be in your 7th house. If you're already in a relationship, the 6th house Venus transit is supportive of you and your significant other taking on some sort of project together. This can prove to yield very positive results. So overall, Leos, this Scorpio season is a time for restructuring your home environment, both inner and outer world, and also having some very good luck when it comes to anything work related, while making sure to also tend to your health. So enjoy this building transformative phase as you prepare for a more explosive transit with Sagittarius season. So live it up and happy Scorpio season, Leos. Okay, Virgos, so when the sun shifts into Scorpio on October 23rd, for you this will take place in your 3rd house. So this is a fantastic time for major productivity and social interaction, especially if you work in an environment that has you dealing with people. Your overall energy is going to be very positive and optimistic during this time, which is fantastic, and you will get a surge of creative ideas also. So make sure not to waste this powerful energy and opportunity. When you have these creative ideas, take the time to write them down and maybe really assess which one you feel the most connected to or the most excited about, and then create a plan in terms of taking the first step of manifesting that idea into reality. It is so important, Virgos, when you're starting something new, for you to not spend too much time thinking, will this work or will this not work? Instead, just know that you were given the inspiration for a reason. So you want to trust that the universe has the rest taken care of as long as you do your part. And your part is honoring your inner voice, feeling the excitement of your new project or idea, and then taking inspired action when it comes to you. This way you can co-create with the universe without the stress and heaviness of thinking that you have to do it all on your own. The Scorpio season and the third house transit express a busy time for you Virgos out there, which is great because you love feeling busy. Your communication skills will also get a boost, so you may find that neighbors, family members, and friends will be reaching out more or wanting to spend more time together, etc. Just make sure to prioritize things so that way you don't find your energy depleted. You can make some major headway during the Scorpio season relative to career, so use that creative energy and optimism to have fun, but to also make sure to apply that energy to your goals as well. Now, when it comes to love, Venus will be shifting into Capricorn on November 5th, which will be in your 5th house, and the 5th house is an excellent transit for meeting someone new. So Virgos, if love is what you've been looking for, you may very well find it during the Scorpio season. Definitely keep your eyes and heart open for a possible and very substantial love connection. If you're already in a relationship, this is a time where your sexual connection will deepen and you and your partner will have the possibility of coming into some money together. This Venus 5th house transit also brings an overall creativity boost, which works really well with your 3rd house Sun transit. So overall, Virgos, the Scorpio season is looking very promising for you, where career goals can get a major boost in terms of your manifesting power, and love for sure can come your way. So live it up, love it up, and happy Scorpio season, Virgos. Okay, Libras, so when the sun shifts into Scorpio for you, this will be taking place in your 2nd house. This is an excellent transit for you Libras out there when it comes to investments and finances. I know a lot of people are into investing right now, like in crypto, or maybe you've invested in one of these big squeeze play stocks. Either way, the Scorpio season can very well be the time where one of these investments explode for you. The 2nd house is a great energy for not only attracting financial abundance, but for also making a financial plan and just doing some solid work for your future. You may get the urge to make a big purchase, but make sure that if you do, this purchase in some way has a way of making money for you. This transit can be a very beneficial one for you Libras, so be ready for some major manifesting power when it comes to your relationship with money. This is also a time where you are meant to give some energy to personal value. We can get distracted by so many of the things going on outside of us that we can sometimes neglect our inner world and our relationship with reality and who we truly are. So make sure to balance your outward focus with your inner focus, and this transit can prove to be even more transformative and positive. Now, when it comes to love, Libras, Venus will be shifting into Capricorn on November 5th, which will be in your 4th house. So although you are the sign of relationship, Libra, this 4th house transit is not one that brings much energy in terms of meeting someone new. This 4th house transit is much more supportive of you deepening your connection with family and home, doing so by possibly spending more time with family or maybe communicating more than usual. This is especially true of parent-child relationships during this time. So no new love, but for sure connection when it comes to family relationships. Now, if you're already in a relationship, this could be a great time for you and your significant other to move in together if you haven't already. And if you have, it could be a great time for redecorating or maybe implementing some feng shui principles for energetic balance and positivity in your home. So overall, Libras, the Scorpio season looks fantastic for finance and family. So enjoy the connection and abundance, and happy Scorpio season. Scorpios, it's finally here, and I want to wish all of you Scorpios out there abundance, laughter, love, inspiration, and an explosion of manifesting power for you to receive all of the gifts that the universe has in store for you. So happy, happy birthday, Scorpios. Now, when the sun shifts into Scorpio on October 23rd, this will be in your 1st house. So Scorpios, expect a boost in confidence, in optimism, and in clarity. This is truly a time of rebirth, so the focus should be on you. This is the time to really release the things that do not serve you, meaning relationships, behavior patterns, ways of thinking, anything that you know that is not in your soul's best interest can now be a thing of the past as you step into your power and allow yourself to embrace the opportunity for rebirth and renewal by establishing what you want, believing that you can get it and believing that you deserve it, and then stepping on the path of taking action to manifest it. Making sure not to be distracted by any negative energy. If you've been wanting to change your look or start something new, now is the time to do it. Your magnetism will be at an all-time high, so you can really attract to yourself whatever it is that you want, as long as you make sure that your inner energy and perspective matches the vibration of what it is that you desire. It is very important to remember, Scorpios, if you want change, you have to approach life differently. Remembering that the energy that you put out is exactly what you're gonna get back. Now, when it comes to love, Venus will be shifting into Capricorn on November 5th, which will be in your 3rd house, and this is an excellent love transit for your birthday season. If you have any short trips planned, they can turn out to be fantastic for love, not only just because it will go well and you will definitely have a good time, but also because the possibility of you meeting someone on this trip is very high. So if love is what you've been looking for, then your season could be just the time that you manifest that energy. If you're already in a relationship, the energy of the 3rd house transit supports communication between the two of you, so things should run pretty smoothly in that area. Another positive thing about this 3rd house Venus transit is if you've been wanting to promote yourself more in terms of your branding regarding social media or any other promotional tool, then this energy of this transit lends to you getting a big boost in this area. So overall, Scorpio, your season is looking extremely positive for you. Remember, the theme is rebirth, change, transformation, and manifesting the things that you truly desire and deserve. So live it up, love it up, and happy birthday, Scorpios. Okay, Sagittarius, now when the sun shifts into Scorpio on October 23rd, for you this will be in your 12th house. So as much as you love to be in action and doing things, Sagittarius, the 12th house transit is actually better suited to you taking a bit of a break from the grind. This 4-week period of Scorpio season is actually a time where going inward and doing some spiritual exploration can be very beneficial. Now, this doesn't mean that great things can't happen during this transit. You may have some strong forward movement in many areas of your life, and your manifesting power will still be Sagittarius strong like it always is. However, it is a time where if you take some time to yourself and ask yourself what it is that you truly want and what areas of your life need transformation in order for you to get what you want, then this is the time to receive clear answers. This is all in preparation for your season that's coming up, and it'll be here before you know it. So think of this as your homework season, and if you do your homework and you're fully prepared for your season, then you can get a very positive explosion of abundance and manifesting power when your season comes around. This is because the more clear you are when it comes to what you want and how you intend on getting it, the more the universe can conspire to make that happen for you. Some problems from the past may show up during this 12th house transit, but they're all just showing up to make sure that you handle them and release them, making space for what it is you desire to come your way. Yoga or meditation or just some spiritual practice can be very helpful during this 12th house transit in terms of helping you stay balanced and open to receive any information that the universe wants to send you. Now, when it comes to love, Venus will be shifting into Capricorn on November 5th, which will be in your 2nd house. So unfortunately, the Scorpio season is not the time for manifesting a new relationship. So if that's what you're looking for, then it's probably not the time that it's gonna happen, which is actually pretty good given your task of dealing with the sun's 12th house transit. If you're already in a relationship, this is a time for the two of you to take some time at home and just enjoy the comfort and support of being in love and having each other. Now, I know during 2020, you probably had to spend a lot of time together, but it was under different circumstances, so it's not necessarily gonna have the same loving energy around it. Now, if you choose to do so, it's gonna be a perfect time to just recharge the connection that the two of you have. Overall though, whether you're in a relationship or not, the 2nd house Venus transit does bring some great energy for money. So don't be surprised if you have a nice financial surge coming your way. So the 4 weeks of Scorpio season for you Sagittarius is a time to regroup, recharge, get some clarity, prepare for your season, all while having a nice wave of financial abundance that will begin and continue actually through your season when it comes along. So embrace the opportunity to slow down a bit in preparation for your season. And happy Scorpio season, Sagittarius. Okay, my fellow Capricorns, when the sun shifts into Scorpio on October 23rd, this will be in your 11th house, which is a fantastic transit for you Capricorns. The 11th house is the house of dreams coming true. So if there's anything you've been working towards and hoping for, this Scorpio season is the time period where you could very well manifest exactly what it is that you want. Your creativity will get a surge, and so will your desire to connect and be social, which is important because getting out and connecting with people could put you in the right place at the right time and bring the synchronistic event that could be the catalyst for manifesting that goal that I was referring to earlier. Remember, we are co-creating with the universe, and making sure to do your part is a large part of the equation. And during this 4 weeks of Scorpio season, doing your part means making sure to go out, connecting, keeping your thoughts optimistic, spending no time going over the past, and spending as little time worrying about the future as possible. Instead, stay connected to the present moment and enjoy the process. So this way you don't miss out on any opportunities. So be ready for some major advancement and positive movement during Scorpio season, Capricorns. Now, when it comes to love, Venus will be shifting into Capricorn on November 5th, which will be in your first house, which is also a fantastic transit for you, Capricorn. If love is what you've been looking for, then now is definitely the time you can manifest this connection. However, it is so important that you do your part by changing the way that you look at love. What I mean by this is, don't bring any of the frustration from the past that you may have regarding love into the present. It is so important that you renew your optimism and your belief in love, that it's for you, that it will happen for you, and that you'll attract the perfect person for you. Perfect in the way that they are in your soul's best interest. If you're already in a relationship, this first house Venus transit is urging you and your partner to bring some renewed excitement to the relationship. Maybe go out on a new first date. It's so easy to get into a routine when you've been with someone for a long while, which is normal and in some ways comforting and healthy, but you want to make sure that you aren't taking the relationship or the person that you're with for granted. So the Scorpio season and the first house Venus transit could be the perfect time to look at the relationship with a fresh perspective and realize not why you fell in love necessarily in the first place, but what you love about them now. And those two things may be the same, but you get the point. So overall, Capricorns, the Scorpio season looks very promising when it comes to manifesting your desires in any area where you've been doing the work. So live it up, love it up, and happy Scorpio season. Okay, Aquarius, when the sun shifts into Scorpio for you, this will be in your 10th house. So Aquarius, when it comes to work, money, and how the public sees you, when it comes to those areas, expect a great boost, and a positive one at that. Now remember, positive can also mean that you may realize that now is the time to either change jobs or take your position up a notch by getting a promotion or getting a raise, and or potentially transforming your title and responsibilities regarding work. This can be a fantastic time to get clarity in this area of your life, Aquarius. During this 4 weeks of Scorpio season, you may find it much easier to be consistent in areas regarding career goals where you may have found it difficult to do so in the past. So career is the priority, Aquarius. Also, don't be surprised if you connect with a mentor that can really assist you in positive change. So make sure to keep your eyes out for that. This is a very promising transit for work and money, Aquarius. So if there's a job that you recently applied for, prospects look really good for a yes. Now, when it comes to love, Venus will be shifting into Capricorn on November 5th, which will be in your 12th house. So this transit with love can be a little dangerous, meaning you may have the urge to have a secret love affair, which can prove to be complicated. The good news is this transit really helps you to gain deep insight into the intentions of others and the truth behind why they operate as they do. So if you're looking for clarity regarding someone in love, during this 4-week period of Scorpio season, more than likely you'll get that clarity. But if love is what you're looking for, this transit isn't necessarily the best in terms of manifesting that soulmate, but it is great for clarity if you're in a relationship, and it's great for deep connection overall when it comes to the relationships in your life. So Scorpio season for you, Aquarius, looks like a fantastic time for career and money, but a tricky time for love. So make sure to proceed with caution in that area. Stay connected to what you know to be in your soul's best interest, and this should prove to be a great time period for you. So live it up and love it up, and happy Scorpio season, Aquarius. Okay, Pisces, when the sun shifts into Scorpio on October 23rd, this will be in your 9th house. So Pisces, this is a time for new discoveries. The 9th house relates to Sagittarius energy, so be ready to expand, Pisces. You will be feeling a strong desire for freedom and new experiences. It is a great time to start a new course of some sort, and it's also a great time to take some risks. Good luck will be on your side, Pisces, during this 4-week period of Scorpio season. If you've been looking to take a vacation, now's the time. The energy is very supportive of you having a fantastic outcome from exploring different cultures. If you aren't taking any sort of vacation during this time, then you will do yourself a positive by meeting and interacting with people with different intriguing perspectives and cultural backgrounds during this time. The only tricky thing about this transit for you, Pisces, is that some challenges with a father figure can manifest, but if you see it as an opportunity for growth and healing, then it can turn out to be a very, very positive situation. This is also a great transit for strengthening your connection to your intuition. So be sure to really listen to your inner voice during this time. Now, when it comes to love, Pisces, Venus will be shifting into Capricorn, which is a great match for you, by the way, but that's a side note. So this Venus transit will be in your 11th house, which is one of the best possible Venus transits, Pisces. So it is looking great for you when it comes to love. If love is what you're looking for, it is key for you to get out and be social. The energy is very strong for you to meet someone through a friend. So remind your friends that you're excited for love, and don't think that you're going to seem desperate by doing so. You're just making sure that the people in your life know that love is something that you want to manifest, so they can also help to be a part of that and help bringing this relationship to fruition. And this 11th house transit is the perfect time for that. If you're already in a relationship, this 11th house Venus transit is great for entertaining as a couple and just making sure to enjoy the social circle that the two of you have created for yourselves. So overall, Pisces, Scorpio season is looking like a time of expansion, spiritual transformation, and some serious positive energy around you and love. So live it up, love it up, and happy Scorpio season, Pisces. So there you have it, what to expect when it comes to life overall and love for this Scorpio season. Remember, the theme is consistency, clarity, staying the course, and focus. So let's stay focused on making the choices that lead to the actions that will support your truth and will assist you in manifesting the things that you desire and definitely deserve. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Make sure to let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and hang out with me. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.